What is going on, YouTube? This is Gavin 21202, aka Gavin Orlandi, and ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. The day that I go back to school for one final year. Senior year, it better be the fastest, and that's all I gotta say about that. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, last year during the school year, I was very consistent with these videos. Very consistent. Now, I can't make you guys any promises. I can make you guys this promise. I will be as consistent as I was at the least as I was this summer. Now, obviously, at the most probably being as it was last year, where I posted almost a 3-topic news video almost every other day. So that's what that led there. So with that being said, I'm here today with a 3-topic WWE news video. We're going to see how it all goes. I love making these videos, and I can't wait to get into these topics because these are 3 major, shocking topics that are all main event caliber. And without any further ado, I'm not going to waste any more of your day. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. So in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Wha-pa! Ladies and gentlemen, jumping right into the first topic of today's WWE news video, I bring you guys breaking news in regards to Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, ever since last year, Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic, has been under the tutelage of Lance Storm, and, you know, he had a stint, and he was training to wrestle down in Lance Storm's dojo down in Canada. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, WWE reportedly wants Mysterio's son in-ring action very soon. With that being said, it was noted that for those of you that don't remember, Dominic, who was in Rey Mysterio's storyline for the United States Championship against Samoa Joe heading into WrestleMania 35, and originally Dominic was supposed to be in the corner of his father Mysterio until WWE nixed those plans. With that being said, WWE is going the route, obviously, by saying that Dominic, no, he is not ready to perform in-ring action on a stage like WWE. But yes, the thought process is that WWE believes and hopes that he will be ready for in-ring competition by 2020. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there's a possibility that WWE may have high hopes to build up a feud between Dominic, Rey Mysterio's son, and Andrade as soon as Dominic is ready for in-ring competition. Now, with that being said, Rey Mysterio losing in a clean sweep to Andrade in a 2 out of 3 falls match this past week. And with that being said, it doesn't look like Rey Mysterio's return to the WWE has gone the way that he had planned, or at least I don't think so. Rey Mysterio really hasn't been irrelevant since he's been back in WWE. You know, he's won the United States Championship once. But, you know, he's just kind of there. He's older now. He's in his 40s. He's there to do the job now. Like I said in one of my last videos, he's not there to make a name for himself anymore. He's not young and upcoming. He doesn't have anything to prove. He's there to put guys over, and he's there to make guys look good, and obviously he's doing a great job of it because that's all he's been doing since he's been back in the company. And obviously that's the same direction that people like Ziggler, Orton, and all these other guys that have been there for quite some time are, and they aren't really getting these pushes. They're just kind of there putting over these other stars. But with that being said, it does seem like WWE has some very high hopes for a very big push for Dominic as soon as he's ready for in-ring competition. And I can guarantee you guys that if there's any other information in regards to Dominic and his in-ring competition or his in-ring debut, that will be brought to you guys here exclusively on this channel. But with that being said, we're going to hop right into the second topic of today's WWE news video. Now this one, ladies and gentlemen, is really going to shock you. Now, for those of you that have not been watching SmackDown Live for the past few weeks, there's been a storyline going on with Roman Reigns. You know, there's this mystery attacker believed to be Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. With that being said, there's a special man in this entire storyline that was not supposed to be there, and that man being Buddy Murphy. With that being said, the title of this being Buddy Murphy's involvement in Roman Reigns' attacker storyline was not actually planned, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, Buddy Murphy was caught in the background of a shot after a forklift driver had ran into the stuff that knocked down onto Roman Reigns. This began a lot of fans, and this began a lot of speculation from these fans that Buddy Murphy may possibly be the attacker. And with that being said, WWE had nothing to do at that point. And obviously, them inserting Murphy into the storyline is absolute gold, and it's absolutely amazing. And they can definitely build up Buddy Murphy to be everything that they wanted him to be if they keep this going. I mean, Buddy Murphy, had a stellar match with Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Absolutely fucking amazing. I can't believe that they haven't pushed Buddy Murphy like this yet. But with that being said, Buddy Murphy is doing absolutely phenomenal right now. But with that being said, it's being said by Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter that Buddy Murphy was actually not supposed to even be in the shot. Buddy Murphy wasn't even supposed to be there at that point in time when the segment was being filmed, and he was just accidentally caught in the background of a shot. A fan zoomed in on it, and then it began the speculation to Buddy Murphy may be Roman Reigns' attacker. So the current push in all the greatness that Buddy Murphy's doing on SmackDown Live right now wouldn't have came if it wasn't for any of us. I mean, obviously, if we wouldn't have speculated and we wouldn't have been like, oh my God, it's Buddy Murphy, then Roman Reigns would probably not have, went up to Buddy Murphy, confronted him, asked if he was the one responsible for it. And obviously, they're doing a great job with Buddy Murphy. I mean, obviously, he's not taking a lot of credibility from... He's building... All right, listen. He's building credibility up from this feud, but obviously he's not gaining anything. I mean, obviously he just went into a match with Reigns. He put on a great showing, but he obviously did not walk out with the victory. So the end goal for WWE here is obviously not to just get Buddy Murphy over. It's obviously to do more for Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan than it is for Murphy. Murphy's just kind of there to help build up the feud until it gets to the big match between Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. And Buddy Murphy is doing an absolutely fucking phenomenal job on SmackDown Live, and he should be a mainstay. And that match with Roman Reigns proved why one day he should be a WWE champion, or a Universal champion. Buddy Murphy's absolutely amazing in the ring, and it's a real damn shame that he actually wasn't in WWE's plans to run this storyline angle. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hop into the third and final topic of today's WWE news video, and it's going to be quite shocking in regards to Dolph Ziggler. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event topic in regards to this WWE news video is the guy that should have been the main event for the past 10 years, the guy that should have been the main champion for the past 10 years, Mr. Dolph Ziggler. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, for those of you that don't know Dolph Ziggler's current status with the WWE, let me give you a quick rundown. As of right now, Dolph Ziggler is under a quote-unquote via handshake deal with Vince McMahon. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler not quote-unquote being under a paper contract with the company. I bring you guys news. The original plan, the handshake deal between Ziggler and McMahon was obviously that Ziggler comes back, he works Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia, puts over Kingston. He comes back in time for SummerSlam, has a match with SummerSlam, and then Monday Night Raw would be his last night on his way out. Now, with that being said, that is not true, quote-unquote, being that Vince McMahon had broken the deal, and Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter has confirmed it. And with that being said, there's a lot of news going around to there may not be any truth around this handshake deal. But it's basically what Ziggler said that his contract was under. And with that being said, the deal was that after SummerSlam, Ziggler would be able to go and do his own thing. Because for those of you that don't know, Ziggler was actually in the middle of his comedy tour while WWE took him off of that to, put him on Super Showdown. And then the rest of his stuff kind of got backlined, sidetracked, and just canceled. But now with that being said, WWE having Ziggler in storylines, but not really doing much to put him over. Obviously, he just got buried by Goldberg. They're not doing him any favors. And obviously, if a guy like Ziggler thinks it's time to, hang up the boots for good or take his talents elsewhere to somewhere like AEW, that's his fucking choice. And if he wants to do it, then let the man do it. Obviously, Vince McMahon not letting a guy like Dolph Ziggler out of a contract, even though Dolph Ziggler's not been the main guy there and he hasn't been the main champion for quite some time, WWE loves him. He's a guy that they can count on. He's what you would call a utility player. So if they need a guy, they'll call on Ziggler. Ziggler will be there to do the appearance, to do the match, or to do whatever WWE needs of him. So I really don't think it's fair. I mean, obviously, if Ziggler wants out of the company, then let him go. But as of right now, it seems as if Dolph Ziggler will be working with WWE for now, and it doesn't seem as if he'll be working his way out of any contract anytime soon. So it does seem as if Ziggler will be under the tutelage of WWE for probably the rest of his... I'm not going to say the rest of his career. For now, I'm going to say, just my guess, that he would probably be there for the rest of his career. It's where he started. It's probably where he's going to end, and it's an absolute fairy tale story. Obviously a guy starting in WWE, ending in WWE, you don't see a lot of those. I mean, with that being said, WWE obviously not wanting to drop a guy like Ziggler and possibly losing him with all the competition there is for talent right now. And I personally would like to see Ziggler, you know, try his fair share in AEW or somewhere else. I think it'd be very cool to see him somewhere else. But I also have been watching WWE for quite some time, and I know where things are. I know how things go. And a guy like Ziggler is going to be, if he leaves the WWE, that's going to be a very big loss for Vince McMahon, Triple H, and everyone in WWE. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know what it all is. We went over 3 main event caliber topics today. With that being said, we talked about Buddy Murphy's involvement with the Daniel Bryan Roman Reigns storyline. We talked about Dolph Ziggler's quote-unquote handshake promise with Vince McMahon being broken. And we went over Rey Mysterio's son competing in the WWE ring. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, in order for me to bring you all the latest WWE news, rumors, headlines, and updates, you guys are going to have to do a couple things, with that being to like this video, favorite this video, share this on every social media platform that is humanly possible, and do me one final thing, and definitely subscribe. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Gavin 2122 out.